You've got me under your skin. You've got me deep in your heart. So deep in your heart that I'm part of you. You've got me under your skin. I am 40 weeks to the day. It's my due date today, but no sign of a contraction. What is the hold-up? I should be out there. I'm bored in here. Let me out. I know. All in good time, so they keep saying out there. Baby will come when he's ready. Well, I am ready. You're just not ready for me. Oh, she's fretting about me coming, really frightened. Well, I can't stay in here forever, can I? She knew what to expect. She was made to have babies, so what's the problem?
I've made it. I've stuck. I've been created. I'm alive. She doesn't know it yet. Hasn't an inkling. I wonder whether she'll be happy. She will if she was trying. She'll be really thrilled. But if I'm an accident, a mistake, she might, it doesn't bear thinking about. Well, I think most of us are accidents. No life is an accident. Unplanned, maybe, a surprise, but never an accident. We seem to come when they're having fun, usually with the wrong person. They didn't know what they were doing, apparently. Experimenting, drunk, bored, depressed, desperate. That's really strange, is that? I would have thought we came when we really wanted, when we thought of, when we planned. It doesn't always work that way, apparently. We don't come when our mothers think too much, when they want us badly. The mind has to be clear, empty, relaxed. Then we glide our way into their pairs, whether they like it or not. I hope she wants me. I really do. Well, I'm here now, and here is where I'm staying. I want to be here. I want to grow. I am meant to be here. Otherwise, why have I come?
I got my arms, got my hands, I got my fingers, got my legs, I got my feet, got my toes, I got my liver, got my blood, got life, I got my life. I have got everything now, all my parts, and I the lucky one. Where am I? So far, I've made it. All I have to do now is grow. But will my organs work? Will I be healthy? She's going for her scan today. If she is well enough. When she sees me, she will believe I'm really here. Hopefully, she will give up smoking. Maybe then she won't shoot up anymore either. She gets high, and I go straight to that awful sick stage. One look at me today, and she will feel guilty. She will give up. She will stop. She will stop if she wants to. I hope she goes to the hospital. I really hope she keeps this appointment.
Take your hand off my face, will you? You're practically picking my nose.
Sorry, but there isn't much room in here.
Now you're kicking me.
Sorry, but I've got to do some stretching. I keep getting cramped being all curled up like this.
Stretch by all means. I haven't told you not to stretch.
Now, what's the problem then?
You can just warn me first, can't you? Then do it slowly and gently. I'm getting battered and bruised here. Sibling assault is what I call this.
I said I'm sorry.
Just remember that I'm here too.
All right.
Now that we've got that issue sorted out, I can try to sleep.
Is this actually normal?
What is what normal?
The two of us, in this one bag?
I suppose it must be, or we wouldn't be here, would we?
I suppose not. It doesn't feel normal though, does it?
Didn't you hear what they told her at the scan? They said she's got twins, because there are two of us. Do you understand now?
You don't like me, do you?
If I don't like you, I don't like myself.
What's that supposed to mean?
We're identical. And before you ask me what identical means, it means that we are cardboard cutouts of each other.
Do you think you can talk in plain English, please?
We look exactly alike. So, when I look at you, I look at a mirror image of myself.
Ooh, how spooky. So when I look at you, I see me?
Yes, that's right.
How come?
We've come from one fertilized egg, and the egg split in two.
Wow. How do you know all this?
I listen. I absorb, and I'm intelligent.
So I'm all those things too.
Not necessarily.
But you said we were identical.
In appearance, but not in character, and not in intellect, I'm afraid.
Are you saying I'm stupid then?
Well, you don't think for yourself, do you?
But you said you have to like me because I'm like you.
No, I said if I don't like you, I don't like myself. That's not the same, is it? I didn't say I liked myself, did I? I didn't say that I don't like you. But I mean liking our appearance.
You've lost me now.
For instance, if I thought you were ugly, then that must make me ugly too.
Am I ugly?
That remains to be seen. We've a long way to go yet.
But you don't like me though, do you? As a person?
You're irritating.
But not stupid.
Like I said, you are reliant.
So are you.
How's that?
You're reliant upon my ignorance.
How did you work that out?
Or easy. With me next to you, you appear intelligent. Undoubtedly you're intelligent, particularly at such an early age, and before birth at that. But perhaps you're not as intelligent as you think you are.
Now you are trying to sound intelligent by blabbing on about it. You've used that word 3 times in one sentence. What are you gabbling on about?
You've got no one else to compare yourself to. And if I wasn't here, all your intelligence would be useless on its own, wouldn't it? You need others around you to use your entire gab. There are different types of intelligence too, in case you didn't know.
Oh, is that so?
Yes, it is so. So, Mr. Arrogant, is it so great being intelligent in this bubble next to me and only me?
Right now, no.
So you'd rather be stupid then?
No, but at least if I was simple, I'd be so much happier. You wouldn't keep asking me questions, which exhaust me constantly having to teach you, and I'd probably sleep a lot more.
The trouble with you is that you really don't like yourself. And if you don't like yourself, you certainly don't and can't like me.
No. The trouble with me is I'm unwell, exasperated by you, and I'm lacking sleep.
You're always on the attack. You don't try and have a conversation with me, you talk at me. Intelligent beings don't put others down because intimidation isn't an intelligent thing to do. You're not applying your intelligence in a constructive way, are you? That's a real shame. A waste, in fact.
My. We really are getting very big for our boots now, aren't we?
Do you think that if you get to like yourself, you'd like me too?
You stop rattling on asking questions. I want to get some sleep.
I'm right though, aren't I? I hit the nail on the head and you can't answer.
Sleep!
You're always sleeping.
No, I'm not. That's just it. You keep me up most of the time. The little energy I have is sapped. When you do leave me alone, she drains me. Look at last night, for instance. She was up every few minutes, rushing to the bathroom.
Was she?
Didn't you feel or hear it at all?
What?
She had the runs, and she kept vomiting. I'm surprised you didn't feel all that retching. And she practically had a rectal explosion. Thought she was going to deposit her entire innards as well as us into the bowl.
She had a good clearing out, so what's wrong with that? There's more space now without all that rubbish pressing on us.
Did you hear what I just said? It was horrendous. Horrible. I thought we were going to be delivered into the toilet.
Oh, well, I didn't feel anything, thank goodness. I'm sorry, but I was sound asleep.
You must have been in a coma to have slept through that.
A coma? Do you really think so?
It's a figure of speech, you nit.
Why do you make everything sound so serious?
Must have been that prawn curry she ate. Not to mention all that wine. She shouldn't even be drinking alcohol. I mean, it's not as though it was one glass. It felt like the whole bottle, or two.
She doesn't usually drink. Maybe it was a special occasion and she just got a bit carried away.
Oh, she got carried away, all right. I felt really peculiar from the off. Do you know, I can't stand anything she eats.
Oh, that's a shame. I love food. I like everything. I'm a typical omnivore.
Ooh, listen to you. Omnivore. First it's arrogant, then it's intimidation, followed by constructive, and now it's omnivore. They are big words for you. Didn't think you had it in you. So, you do listen sometimes. Do you just pretend to be dumb to preserve your energy? You must do. I mean, look at you. You're really thriving. Physically, anyway.
Why don't you like me?
Anyway, what is being an omnivore got to do with food that upsets your stomach? Omnivore means that you're an animal who eats almost anything. All types of consumables.
Well, I do.
That food was off. And omnivore or not, you're not meant to eat food that's rotten.
It couldn't have been off. I would have felt ill too. Maybe it was the alcohol that made her sick.
And to make it worse, she eats so much.
Well, she is eating for 3.
3? More like the multitude. And as for the drink, was she drinking for a pub festival or what? I feel sick to the pit of my stomach. And she washed it all down with red wine. Red wine! I thought it was supposed to be white wine with fish. And not one drop of water.
Well, she obviously prefers red. It's supposed to be good for the heart.
Whose heart exactly? Maybe it's good for her heart, but what is she doing for us? Maybe that's why you didn't feel anything. That wine went straight to your head and knocked you for 6.
I slept well, though.
Oh, you would. That meal certainly didn't agree with me. She has no idea how to eat. She doesn't even notice that the food is off. And she doesn't drink enough water. Water is cleansing. It would have diluted that wine.
The food wasn't off. You just didn't like it. Perhaps it just didn't agree with you, that's all. Maybe you're allergic to seafood. And if you are, how's she supposed to know that?
What about the booze? She didn't have to drink so much, did she? You can't get her out of that one.
Maybe she didn't realise she drank so much. Somebody else must have topped up her glass.
Stop making excuses for her. What kind of company does she keep for such irresponsibility, huh?
I just think you're a little hard on her.
She's a liability. I don't trust her. And she's always having takeaways. I don't think she can cook. You wait. When I get out of here, I'm really going to be pernickety with what she gives me to eat. I'm really going to give her grief.
You don't like her either, do you?
Like her? I don't even know her.
That's our mum you're running down.
Not yet, she isn't. And when she is, after we're born, I'm worried she won't be able to look after us.
She created us.
Correction. Nature created us. She just carried out a physical action. She bonked.
You make it sound so sordid. I like to think she made love. It sounds so much nicer. Beautiful. Meaningful.
Whatever you want to call it. She's done nothing special, all right? She just got it together. Nature did the rest. Honestly. These pregnant women and men who've impregnated them and beings like you all think you've done something incredible for the world. She or they didn't actually fuse the cells together, did they? Face it, she hadn't a clue as to what was happening in here. Neither of them did. We came about completely unbeknownst to them. A few moments of banging and hey presto. Other species are far more superior when it comes to procreation. They choose carefully with whom to mate with, and they seem to know exactly when to do it. But these humans, any Tom, Dick, Harry, Jean, Kerry or Sally, they don't seem to care.
That's not strictly true of all of them, though, surely.
I'm telling you, most of them have children with the wrong person. They're rarely in love, and as for lust, they're blind drunk. And to top it all, they don't think what parenthood entails. They make dreadful parents. Having children is the most important role, and these people don't need to pass a test, gain a qualification, or need any experience. They're crowned with the title of parent as soon as they've reproduced, and it doesn't matter whether they are doing a good job or not. They are never demoted of that title, even if they're not deserving of it.
Well, what else would you call them then?
Breeding machines.
Our mum will be all right. I'm sure she will. She is carrying us.
Well, I didn't ask to be here. It's her choice.
She's going to give birth to us.
Well, she hasn't a choice about that. We can't stay in here forever, and what goes up has to come down.
Yeah, but she will go through a lot of pain, though, won't she?
Pain? She'll probably have every drug going, including laughing gas, or choose the easier option of caesarean section.
What's that?
A cut under the belly, on the bikini line, and straight through the uterus. They'll yank us out through that cut and then stitch her back up again.
Ouch! That doesn't sound like plain sailing for her.
They'll knock her out first, you ninny. She won't go through any labour pains or have to push us out. She'll be pampered and told what a clever woman she is.
She'll be bringing us up. That won't be easy.
Will probably be raised by others. Stuffed in nurseries, left with minders or whoever. That's what I'm saying. Parents are those who actually do the job.
I'll give her a chance.
We're trophies. Evidence to prove female fertility and male virility. Once the novelty of having us has worn off, which will only take minutes, she'll start moaning and groaning about how hard work we are, how we cry all the time, when crying is our only means of communication. But she and other grown-ups won't have the sense to think of that. She'll go on about how she doesn't get any sleep and is suffering depression, how she's fat with stretch marks, how she has lost her confidence and is too shy to let her man see her naked, and then she'll complain that she's lost her freedom and that we're a burden, and then we'll be farmed off to others to give her a very needy break, and the list of groans, moans and negatives will go on.
You're making it all sound very depressing.
That's because it is. Life amongst people like these is depressing. It's a living nightmare. With other species, they deliver by themselves without an aid or fuss. They get up straight afterwards, and that if they weren't already standing. Then they just get on with nurturing their offspring. They then teach them to fly the nest so they can fend for themselves, and so the cycle goes on. They don't complain or feel they are extra special. They consider it all as a continuation of their kind. She, our precious breeder, is going to be a right old moaner, like most of the human females.
Like you, I suppose.
I'm not female.
You're still a Mona.
Sadly, I've inherited a portion of her genes. It's hardly my fault.
And you're of the human species.
Not of the present kind. Don't compare me to those morons.
So you'd rather be something else then? An animal of some kind?
Humans are animals, you twit. But the worst possible kind.
I meant other than human.
What? Be hunted and killed by man? No thanks.
Well, what then?
I don't want to be anything. I wish I wasn't conceived.
Oh, that's awful. I can't believe you. What's wrong with you?
Maybe I'm too intelligent for my own good.
Well, nothing intelligent about being nasty and cynical.
I'm angry.
But why?
It's the way I am.
Nothing positive escapes your lips. Why do you always have to be so negative about everything?
Because I can foresee everything. That's why.
What?
I know what it's like already. I don't want to be a part of life.
I don't understand.
You don't understand anything. I'm the opposite of you.
You're so aggressive. You talk in riddles.
I'm having anxiety attacks.
You're too young to feel the way you do. And you're taking it out on me. It's really awful being stuck in here with you.
Ditto.
Go away then.
I've tried. Believe me, I have really tried.
What do you mean you've tried?
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. What did you try to do?
Escape.
How?
Oh, never you mind.
Oh no, you're not getting away with this one. Come on, what happened?
I changed my mind. If I went, I would have had to take you with me. And that wouldn't have been fair to you.
Wow. Since when did you consider me?
When I decided to hang on to give you a chance.
What?
We share a placenta and an amniotic sac, which is apparently rare.
I knew this wasn't normal.
If I were to go, the sac will be damaged and the placenta will dislodge. You would die early too. We are monochorionic, as well as monoamniotic twins. Very, very rare.
Gosh. Well, this condition is really serious then.
Of course it is. We're lucky to have come this far. I didn't want you knowing earlier, and this is why I don't trust her.
Do you honestly feel so bad that you wanted to end it all without giving it a go first? Am I really so awful to live with? I am kind and friendly. I've got qualities you lack.
Look, I'm not well. I've never felt well. Why aren't you ever ill?
I don't know. Maybe I'm the stronger one and you're the runt.
What? Hardly. You're just bigger, that's all. And you must have a stomach made of asbestos. I'm the one with the brain, but I'm more sensitive.
Here you go again with your arrogance. You sensitive. You're always so stern with me. I'm the sensitive one. I've a delicate brain. You're always hurting my feelings, you are.
I meant sensitive when it comes to feeling unwell.
Oh.
You get on my nerves, you do. I mean, I can't believe you didn't sense anything. I've always got to explain everything to you. What's wrong with you? Has something in your head failed to develop in those first 12 weeks, or what?
What a dreadful thing to say. That's really cruel. Nothing's wrong with me. I'm just me, just like you are you. I must have been knocked out when she was ill. You said so yourself. It must have been the wine.
When you say I'm asleep all the time. You're dead to the world when you sleep, with or without alcohol. I'm a light sleeper and I don't get much kip. That's why I'm always trying to snatch 40 winks to catch up. I'm in a bad mood because I'm always sick and I always feel so tired.
You managed to do a lot of talking.
That's because I have to think and talk for the both of us. And you're always asking me questions. You never work anything out for yourself. You constantly feed off my brain. You're a parasite. Now let me sleep.
So are you going to sleep then?
Yes, if you be quiet.
Why don't you like me?
I was just beginning to nod off then.
Why are you avoiding the question?
Look, I don't know, all right? I'm not happy.
What have you got to be unhappy about?
Everything.
We're in this together.
Oh, don't remind
A
me.
problem shared is a problem halved. I thought we were supposed to have something special being twins.
Special? You didn't even know that this situation was normal. Now you think we should have some sort of unique bond?
Well, now that I understand, I think we should be closer than we are.
We are very close, in case you hadn't noticed. I mean, there's hardly any room in here, is there?
You know what I mean.
Maybe it's a love-hate relationship.
How can you love someone and hate them too?
Quite easily.
How?
Apparently, they're similar.
Very strange. How can opposites be similar?
You can't have one without the other.
How's that?
There's a fine line between them.
I'm lost.
If only.
She's going to have that test today. I'm really miffed about that. None of us are perfect. We've been fine up until now, haven't we? I feel fine. She hasn't been ill either. What could be wrong apart from not being loved? Being loveless is wrong. It's very wrong, in fact, especially as love doesn't cost anything. It's them. They advised her to do it. But she could have said no. She wants to make sure. Make sure I'm normal. What's normal exactly? Normal is being accepted by the majority. If you don't fit in with the crowd, you're excluded. I thought we all had a role to play. I thought we were all important. We can't all be the same. We're unique. That's what makes each and every one of us special. Oh, hang on a minute. What's that? Is that an easel? That is it. Here it comes. Hey, watch out. You're going to prick me. Gosh, that was close. How much are they going to take? They can't need very much, surely. Right, now, that's enough. Don't you... Yeah. You can't have any more. Oh, thank heavens for that. It's gone. There's a hole in here now. Look what you've done. There's a leak. They can get in here, but they can't fix the damage. Typical. The fluid's seeping through the hole now. I need it. That's it. If that hole doesn't mend, my lubrication will disappear. That will be the end of me.
it here. I want to go. But I can't. I'm stuck fast. I really tried hard to detach. But I just won't budge. Stop it. Stop it. Leave her alone. It hurts. It stopped. But how long for? How did I come about? Do people like that? He's a thug, and she's a weakling. How have I survived? If it's so awful now, what's it going to be like out there? I'm not looking forward to the world. I don't want to go to those two. I might be shouted at and hit too. I think I will. I'll be in the way and I'll get on his nerves. She won't be able to protect me out of fear. I'll just be another problem for them. He can't care about her behaving like that. So why would he care about me? She can't care about me or herself. Otherwise she would leave him. Maybe things will change once they have me. Maybe I'm the reason he'll become a better person. That's why I was sent. That's why I have to stay. To teach him to be kind and loving and to make her realise she has to be strong and protective. Perhaps they'll change. For me. That's wishful thinking, though, isn't it? Sisters, sisters, there was never such devoted sisters. Caring, sharing, every little thing that we are wearing. Those who've seen us know that not a thing can come between us. Sisters, sisters.
You didn't join in.
And you usually do. Come on, sing.
In fact, you haven't joined in for some time.
Shall we start again from the top?
I will join in if we change the word sisters to siblings.
Whatever for.
Yeah. Why?
The word sisters doesn't fit, at least not anymore anyway.
Doesn't fit? Of course it fits. It's how the song goes, and we are sisters, aren't we?
Yeah. What do you mean? You're confusing everything.
I'm not your sister.
Not our sister. Of course you are.
Yeah, we're all in here together.
But that doesn't have to make me your sister, does it?
Oh, don't be like that.
Yeah, what's wrong?
We haven't upset you, have we?
We can't have. We've never had an argument.
Don't you like us?
Are you a loner? Want to be the
black sheep of the brood, do you?
Aren't we good enough for you?
Listen to me. You haven't done anything to upset me, and I adore both of you. The reason I'm not, or can't be your sister, is because I'm your brother. I've turned into a boy.
Oh my goodness! How did that happen?
Be a little bit more sensitive, will you? It's not a terrible thing being a boy, is it?
No, but I'm curious as to how and when and how we didn't notice. How do you know?
It's not something that happens in minutes. It takes time for the genes and hormones to establish themselves. I've sort of grown something else, something a little extra, down below. I think maybe you two should have a little rummage down there to check, to see if you're still girls.
I've got a slit.
Yes, I've got a slit too.
Then you're definitely still girls. I haven't got a slit anymore. I've sprouted something that dangles.
Oh, we are different then, aren't we?
Yes, we are most certainly different. But what I want to know now is, what were you doing fiddling about down there?
Well, it's a bit impossible not to be curious, especially now we're near completion, so I decided to explore and I came across my extra bit.
I don't fiddle down there.
It was just a bit of harmless exploration and it's perfectly natural.
But you've started exploring very early.
It's never too early to be inquisitive.
Come to think of it, I can't say I ever fiddled about down there, but I'm going to be vigilant from now on. We could grow something too.
You won't now, not at this stage. You two are definitely girls and I'm definitely a boy.
So, we are sisters and a brother.
Or brother and sisters.
That's right. So can we change the words to siblings?
Absolutely.
Oh, isn't this exciting?
Okay, after 3. 1, 2, 3. All together now.
Siblings, siblings, there was never such devoted siblings.
Mum, don't you want to see me, Mum? I've got the cutest little face, Mum. Baby face. I've got the cutest little baby face. There's no other who could take my place. Baby face. I'm still here. Why? Why am I waiting? Why am I waiting? Oh, why am I still in here? Oh, why, why? Oh, I've just been squeezed. Oh, here it comes again. Well, this is it. The contractions have started. I'm on my way. I'm coming into the world of men. I'm coming. I'm coming. That's it, Mummy. Breathe. Now push. Breathe. Push again. And again. Mummy, how I love you. How I love you, my dear old Mammy. I've come 1,000,000 cells for one of your smiles to see my Mammy. Yes, I've done it. I've made it. I'm here.
She doesn't want me. She's too young, apparently. Well, her body doesn't think she's too young. She's worried I'll ruin her life, take up all her young years. She wants to have a life before having babies. She should have been more careful then, shouldn't she? They both should have been more careful, but I'm here now. I want to live. I want a chance. I deserve a chance, don't I? I've got plans too. Why can't she adjust? Make me fit in? Is it that difficult? I thought children enhanced people's lives. I thought we are their purpose for living, their future. I've been so unlucky. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. She'll keep my sibling. She's getting rid of me, but she'll keep the next one. It doesn't make sense. We can enjoy life together, can't we? Surely I won't be that much of an obstacle. Why was I allowed to come in if I'm not wanted? Why didn't I begin with someone who really wants a baby? I have to go now because of her age. That's not a reason. It's an excuse. An excuse for being stupid and careless. Maybe she'll change her mind. Oh, I feel very strange. Odd. I don't want to go. Please don't let me go. Oh. Row, 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 row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream.
She didn't turn up for her scan. She was stoned, and so was I. I suppose I'm addicted too. I must be. I haven't a choice. She must be under surveillance. I'm at risk. She's definitely a social services case. I could be taken away from her once I'm born. I shan't be sorry. She can't look after herself, let alone me. She can't love me if she does what she does. She can't even like herself very much. She still sleeps around. She's always got someone on her, squashing me. That's how she makes her money. She could at least buy food with it. She doesn't know who my father is. She's sunk really low, and I don't want to go down with her. Maybe she'll consent to have me adopted? I hope so. It will be best for the both of us. But would anyone want me if I'm ill? I'll be underweight with blemished skin, smoke in my lungs, and crack in my blood. I may be really slow, brain damaged. No one will want me then. The doctors will nurse me better. Someone will want me. They will be more than overjoyed to have a newborn to love and bring up as their own. It'll turn out. I've just got to keep going. Survive the next 6 months. And see what happens. I can't stay with her. Surely not. They can't leave me with her. Not if I survive.
You asleep?
No.
I've been thinking.
Hallelujah.
What did you mean before?
What?
When you said you know what it's like. You said you can foresee everything.
I don't feel well.
You've touched down before, haven't you? That's why you know so much. You know a lot about ugliness. You've been sent back and you didn't want to come, is that it? I understand now. I didn't realise. You poor little thing.
Now, don't you get all sentimental with me. I don't want sympathy.
I can't help caring, it's the way I am. You're all the things I'm not, and I'm all the things you're not. We need each other. Together we're balanced. Together we can be a team.
Listen, I really don't feel well, and we've still got several weeks to go before we're full term.
So what are you saying?
I want you to survive. Okay? You're meant to go on. You're the nice one out of the two of us.
You're not horrible. You're just angry and frustrated, that's all. And you've every reason to be.
Whatever. But you always look on the brighter side of life, so you'll be able to cope. Me? I've no social skills. Zero emotional intelligence, and because of my negativity, I'll be ill mentally. I've got bipolar disorder. It's a terrible disease, and it'll mean that I'll spend long periods of my life in a dark void. I'll be on medication forever, and I'll probably contemplate suicide, and I'll damage others' lives too. It's no life to have.
Well, I'll help you through it. I'll teach you how to look at everything in colour. I'll make you laugh. I'll look after you.
Listen, I don't think we'll go full term. Not with one placenta and in one sack anyway. And besides, you're taking most of the nutrients. I'm weak. I mean, really weak. My condition is serious, and if we stay in here, I certainly won't survive, and I won't see you make it to the world, and I want to do that. I want to make sure you carry on for the both of us. Otherwise, this coming will all have been in vain.
You're dying and you never said anything. Why didn't you tell me before? Why don't they know?
They do. But there wasn't anything to be done. They've let us continue for as long as possible.
So if we were to be born now, would you stand a chance?
Yes. Maybe. For a little while, anyway. They've got incubators and ventilators. We could be fed intravenously. It's amazing what the medics can do nowadays.
Right. That's it then. We have to get out of here as soon as possible. There's no time to be lost. This is the plan. I'm going to start kicking and punching, all right? I'm going to try and break the sack, okay? I've got to get her started. Once the waters are broken, we'll have to be born. So you just hang on tight, okay? Hang on to me if you need to. Are you ready? Okay? God, let us out! We have to get out! She's beginning to feel the pain. It's working. My brother is in distress! He's gonna die in here! We have to get out now! I've done it. The waters are broken. She's cried out and he's calling an ambulance. You've got to be all right, bro. Bro, hang on. We can make it. Together. I won't let you go. You can't go. Bro!
Well, I'm still here. She's had to take bed rest to help mend the hole. To keep my head underwater. She hasn't got the results yet, but they're not important now. Not since she nearly lost me. She cried for Britain, she did. I thought she would never stop. There were enough tears to fill this sack twice over. That will teach her. Why can't people take whatever nature gives them? Just because a being is considered normal, it doesn't mean that they are going to be a nice person, does it? I mean, look at all the evil people in the world, all those who are just down and outright cruel. They are not normal. There are no tests for them, and yet they are still brought into the world. So what if I've got Down syndrome? Should I be exterminated for my appearance? Is that the reason? So my features will be a little different. Not all normal people are pleasant to look at. Are there tests for being ugly? No. So I might be a little slower to catch on. A lot of normal people could be quicker than they are. In fact, so many of them are quite stupid. At least I'd be loving. Always smiling, never complaining. And I won't be going around hurting anyone. I'll hardly be capable of starting a war. They'll more likely hurt me, all those supposedly normal people. If all those people are what normality is, I'll be glad for who and what I am. None of us is perfect.
We're in hospital.
don't miss me by a whisker. She's on a drip and I've detached. Slightly. I don't know how the shock and the impact of the beatings and the plunging of the blade didn't kill me. I'm being monitored. They can see my heart beating on a machine. They warned her I might not make it. I've taken too many attacks and I'm fragile. If I do survive, there may be long-term complications. She must escape my father if she is to survive. With him around, even she doesn't stand a chance. She says she still loves him, and that it's her fault that he is violent, that she provokes him. She believes this, and is always talked into going back. It's fine for a while, then it starts again. He won't change, and she's too weak a character to give him up. No self-esteem. And thinks she doesn't deserve any better. But I deserve better. Doesn't she realise that? It's not my choice to be hit. I've had enough. I want to go. I'm not gonna fight for life. I don't want a life of violence. I'm a mess already, and all I want is peace. I'm going to let go. I'm going to let go. I'll go to sleep and just slip away. Gently.
If you're happy and you know it, shout we are, we are. If you're happy and you know it, shout we are, we are. If you're happy and you know it and you really want to show it, if you're happy and you know it, shout we are, we are. Oh, we are so lucky to get on as well as we do, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
And we've all survived.
So that makes our parents really lucky too, doesn't it?
Yeah. I bet they can't wait to see us.
They haven't been that lucky, though, have they? We were a long time in coming. They didn't think they would have one child, let alone 3, and all of us in one go at that.
No, I suppose so.
They tried for years.
In the end, they had to resort to laboratory science.
I wonder why they couldn't conceive naturally.
It just doesn't happen for everyone, I suppose, and sometimes there are medical problems.
Medical science is amazing, isn't it? What scientists can do. Taking 2 microscopic cells from the body that wouldn't normally see the light of day, and fuse them together in a petri dish, then place them in an incubator to grow into tiny beings, and finally insert them into the womb.
We've had to implant on our own, though.
Yeah, and that's where our parents are very lucky. It worked the first time too. We could have been miscarriages.
want to be a singer.
Oh, so do I.
You can sing your favourite song then, can't you?
Yeah, we could sing Sisters.
We must get our love of music from our parents. They're always listening to it. All kinds of music too.
They go to the opera, they listen to classic radio, they play swing, blues and jazz. They go to the proms every year.
How do you know they go every year?
Because they talked about the proms the year before. They were at the proms the other night and they book the following year in advance.
Their jobs must be connected with music.
Yes, that's true. There's always music around them, isn't there?
A lot of classical music. I'd like to learn to play solo violin.
I'd like to play the harp and sit at it wearing a flowing white gown like an angel on a cloud.
Or maybe I'll play the flute. It's a pretty sound. Or the cello for serious dramatic pieces.
They're definitely cultured people, our parents, aren't they? We're going to learn so much from them.
When we arrive, we can entertain them with our singing and playing, can't we?
Yay!
And if we have fertility problems, you can give us IVF for free. As many times it takes to be successful if you become a scientist.
But you must still sing and play in the band with us. Make special guest appearances.
Hey, we could give each other a name using each letter. I, V and F. How's about Ivor, Verna and Fiona, the IVF trio?
Oh yeah! Oh, what a good idea! Can I be Fiona?
So, I'll take Verna then.
And I'll obviously have to be
Ivor! It'll be our secret.
Yeah, we can use them as nicknames.
Our parents will wonder how we came by them, won't they?
Should we tell them?
It won't be a secret if we tell.
I'm really looking forward to life out there.
So am I.
I am too.
We really are lucky, you know, to be going to two people who really want us and will love us unconditionally forever and ever.
Amen.
Girls, you know it's still early days. Anything could happen. After all, we weren't conceived naturally and the success rate for IVF is very low. The fact that we've all come this far is a miracle. Our parents are mature people too, and because our mum is in her 40s, she could experience more complications than some women who are much younger.
So, what are you saying?
Yeah, what are you getting at?
I want you to know that whatever happens, I've loved coming this far. For sharing this womb with you and having you both as my siblings has been the greatest joy.
Oh, what a wonderful thing to say.
You're going to make me cry.
You sound like you might be saying goodbye. What do you mean by whatever happens?
Yeah, all that stuff about low success rates and complications at our mum's age. Women still have children in their 40s. We're lucky to have grown up, experienced people with a wealth of knowledge and a lot of love and time for us.
I know that, and we couldn't want for two better people to go to. Listen carefully. I don't want to frighten you, but sometimes with life, tragedy strikes. Unexpectedly and usually when everything is going to plan, and I just wanted to prepare you both in case that moment arrives.
You're frightening me.
You're scaring me too.
Do you know something we don't know?
Yeah, just like when you found out you're a boy.
Well, I can't swear for certain, but I don't feel secure. In here, I mean. I felt something slightly dislodged not so long ago, and the flow of air and nutrients are coming to me slower than they did.
Oh no, you're not slipping away, are you?
I don't know. How do you two feel?
I always felt the same, no different. I'm secure.
I feel secure too. I haven't noticed anything different either.
Oh, well, it's just me then. Don't fret, maybe it's all in my head.
Oh, it's not fair. Oh, just when we were getting on so well, and now something's wrong.
Oh, please don't cry. There may not be anything wrong at all. These little relapses happen sometimes. I'm still here, aren't I?
Yes, but for how long?
It's true. Life is a bitch.
Girls, you must stop this sobbing. It won't help. You must be strong. We all have to be strong for our parents' sake. To lose one of us will be bad enough. To lose two would be heartbreaking, and to lose all three of us will kill them. They'll be absolutely devastated, inconsolable. We can't let that happen.
But if one goes, that's a part of all of us.
We're like one unit, one soul, one heart. It just wouldn't be the same if you or any of us died.
Oh, don't use that word. We haven't even lived yet. Not properly. We haven't even opened our eyes. And I want to see us all. We have to stay strong. We have to stay together. We just have to.
What will be shall be, but we must all promise each other to fight, to go on, even if I don't make it.
Oh no! Here he goes again! I will not go on without you!
Nor me.
You're going to have to, and that's final. Do you hear me? I will not have those two wonderful people devastated. Now you promise me that you'll get a grip and grow to your fullest potential and into the world of men. Or I shan't speak, laugh, or sing with you again for as long as I'm in here.
Oh,
We promise!
Good. Now that we've got that settled, let's cuddle and sing siblings, shall we? Siblings, siblings, there were never such devoted siblings.